Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. So in my previous video we already learned how to install zabbix server on Ubuntu server. Okay, so for today topic we will discuss on zabbix server again, but we will continue for the zabbix server setup configuration in order to monitor our network device. Okay, so if you are new here watching my video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like my video. Okay, so in order to monitor our network device, we need to set up in zabbix server to add our network device host, and we need SNMP, and we need zabbix agent. So for this example, I will use zabbix SNMP to monitor our network device. So we have our firewall, we have our switch, and we have a router as well. So we can monitor all those devices, whether it is up and down, lost connection, the memory usage, and everything that you can monitor with zabbix. And you can customize the template to monitor our device resources based on your requirement, what you want to monitor. Okay, so let's go to the lab together and we will go step by step in GNS3 lab. Okay, so this is our diagram. Previously we have our lab installed zabbix server already. Okay, so in this lab we will continue to configure zabbix server in order to monitor our firewall and our switch together. We also have some server as well. Okay, so let's go to our GNS3 lab. This is my my lab setup. Here I have some basic setup diagram. This is our firewall called switch and have the switch here. So I will add in the zabbix server that we already installed. So let's go to edit, preference, and you go to VMware. We have Windows client. So I want to add zabbix server. Okay, so our zabbix server is last time we installed on this Ubuntu server here. Okay, so let's try to connect. Okay, and then we try to add our server as well, DC1, DC01. Okay, okay, so now we have this server. We try to add into our diagram Ubuntu server. Okay, and later on we will add our domain controller as well. Okay, so I have Ubuntu server here, DC server here. So my plan of the network VLAN is like this: VLAN 7 for server, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and VLAN 20. Sorry, VLAN 200. Okay, so let me connect this one. and I try to add in with this okay, let's say this port, and this port. Okay, so I want to make a note. This is VLAN 200. VLAN 7. Okay, VLAN 200. I want to use for management VLAN for the switch. So this one I prefer to put in VLAN 7 as well. Okay, like this. Okay, so now let's go to our firewall and check all this VLAN to make sure we have this VLAN configured in our firewall. Okay, I go to interface, local. Okay, I have VLAN 20, 30, VLAN 10, VLAN 200, VLAN 7. Okay, correct. So I have VLAN, and then I check in my switch here. Okay, okay, I have VLAN 7, 10, 20, 30, 200. Okay, okay, VLAN 7. Okay, Ethernet 1/1, 1/2. Okay, Ethernet 1/0, 1/1. Okay, let's try to start our zabbix. Okay, zabbix server. Wait for a moment. Okay, zabbix server. Okay, my zabbix server IP address is 100.85. I think it is not correct. Let me try to check the IP. Network 2. VLAN 7. Okay, VLAN 7. Okay, now our server, the zabbix server is the 7.2. okay, 7.2. Okay, this is 7.2 IP address, correct? So now I try to start my Windows PC here, Windows 10. Okay. Okay. We log in. Okay, so let me check. Get 10.2. Try to ping 192.168 7.2. Okay, so now our window can ping to our zabbix server, so we try to log in. So we type in the IP address. Okay, here IP address of our zabbix, and this is, you need to type in /zabbix. Okay, enter. Okay, username and password, admin. Okay, admin, password zabbix. Okay, this is the default username and password. Okay, log in. Okay, so this is the interface that we log in to the zabbix. With previous lab, we also can successfully log in. Okay, so just now we go to monitoring and host. We can see only one host, the default zabbix server here. Okay, so now we want to add our firewall and our switch in order to monitor from our zabbix server here. Okay, so before we add our host here in zabbix, we need to go back to our firewall. Okay, my firewall, I try to log in. Okay, admin. Okay, so we go back to our interface, and then we go to here, VLAN 200. Okay, VLAN 200, we enable this SNMP. because we want to enable this SNMP in order zabbix server can monitor our FortiGate firewall using SNMP. Okay, with this interface, the IP address is 200.1. Okay, and then we go to system here, SNMP. Okay, SNMP, and then here SNMP agent, you click on it, it will enable, and we can say for monitoring. Okay, location Phnom Penh. Okay, contact to who? Okay, Kirivann, my name, I put my name here. You can input whatever information based on your requirement. Okay, this is just an example, and you click on here, create new community name. So community name, you create one name. Okay, I use the simple one that we always use is public. We have public, private, and whatever name that you can configure. Okay, enable host IP address. Host IP address here, you need to tap in the zabbix server. Okay, so our zabbix server IP address is 7.2. Okay, this option you can leave it like this, the default option, or you can change based on your requirement, but I prefer to select all this option. Okay, to accept and send all the trap or event. Okay, and then here we have version 1, version 2. So it's depend on you, so which version that you are using. Actually for this zabbix, I have experience. I use version 1, so version 2 I disable. Okay, so that's okay. You can use which version based on your requirement. You can play around more on this version. Okay, so I keep only version 1 here, and this is the SNMP event. Okay, that FortiGate can send to the zabbix server for any of this event. We can know, and the zabbix server can have alert for us. Okay, so I click OK. Okay, apply. So now we are done on FortiGate firewall. We go back to our zabbix. Okay, so our zabbix here, we have only one host. So now we try to add our FortiGate. Let me FortiGate firewall. Sorry, FortiGate firewall. Okay, I try to copy here. I go back. You can create host from here, or you can go to data collection, host group, template, and host. Okay, so our host we can create from here, or we can create directly from here as well. Okay, so now let's say we create from here, create host. Okay, create host. Okay, I have host name here, template. Okay, template, we need to select one template for our fortigate. So okay, so as you can see here, we have many templates. Okay, so now we are trying to add our fortigate, so we go here. We have many vendor that support with zabbix, or you can create your own template, but this version we have default template like this. So here, fortigate by SNMP. Okay, you select here. Template group, this is under network device. Okay, so if we go to the template group, we have a default group like this. Okay, so now we try to add our template group is a network device. After that, we try to find the fortigate by SNMP. Okay, select this one. Okay, so now we have template host group. Host group, you need to assign this host to one group as well. This is the default host group. So we have application, database, discover host, hypervisor, Linux server, virtual machine, and zabbix server. So I prefer this one. I take this one. Later on, you can create a host group and assign to another host group as well if you don't want this group. Okay, so select, and then interface. Okay, interface, just click on add. You need to choose which one that you want to use. Currently we are using SNMP, so we select SNMP, and this is the default IP address. So we need to replace this one with the IP address of our fortigate. Okay, so this is IP address. I have test with this zabbix. Okay, 200.1. okay, so we can verify the IP address. Okay, here 200.1 SNMP enable. Okay, good. So now SNMP we use version 1, and then this is the port. Okay, when you go back to the firewall, and then you go to setting, SNMP, and then okay, port here 161. Okay, 161. Okay, 161, correct. And then SNMP community. Okay, SNMP community, you try to copy here, and you go to here, this macro here. Okay, and you pass in the macro SNMP community, and we just create public. Okay, now we try to add. Okay, so now our zabbix we just create our FortiGate firewall. So let's try to refresh. Okay, it will take some time in order to get all the information with FortiGate. Okay, when you see this green symbol like this, it means that we can detect our host. Okay, okay, so now up, it means that we successfully get the information from our FortiGate firewall. Okay, so now we can see that we get some data. We have this information graph. We have graph here. You can click on it and you can see what is the graph interface, port 1, port 2, something like this. Let me try to click on it, and then we try to let's test 5 minutes. Okay, filter. Okay, so we have here interface. We have FortiLink, this interface root here, interface root, port 1, port 2, port 3, port 10, VLAN 7, VLAN 10, 20, 30, VLAN 200, and we have admin, finance, IT. Okay, so all of this the FortiGate can detect from our firewall. Okay, so if you want to see the, let's say I want to see the CPU. Okay, memory. Okay, the graph here. So because we just add our FortiGate and we don't have any graph yet, because it takes around 5 minutes to update the information. We try to go back, data collection, host. Okay, host group here. Okay, host group. So now you can see discover host. We have FortiGate. So I try to create a host group here. I want to core network. Core network. Okay. So I have a core network. Later on we will have a switch. So I will create a Cisco switch. Cisco switch. Cisco network switch. Okay. Add. Okay. So I have this one. Now I want to move this FortiGate into core network here. Okay. So we go back to our host. Host here. discovery group. I try to select here, and discovery host I remove, and then I update. Okay, so let's try to go to monitor host. Okay, now we get update some information. So we have a 23 graph now. Okay, let's see. So let's see the filter. I try to filter our VLAN 200. Try to VLAN 7, VLAN 10. Okay, now you can see that this is the graph. We have some information update here. We have this one, outbound packet, inbound packet, everything. You will see this legend here. Okay, here the same. You can modify this graph as well. If you don't want this graph, you can modify based on your graph look like. Okay, so now we can have this fortigate. Now we try to add our core switch here, our switch here, and this is our server. Okay, this is core switch. We have this IP address. This is access switch. Here we have this IP, and here we have this IP. So let's go to our core switch. Our core switch, I will run. So I see the configuration of our core switch. Okay. So let me check the here, as you can see, I use interface VLAN 200 for management. So I give the IP address of this core switch 200.254, and I have a default gateway to this firewall, default route. Okay, default route to this firewall. Okay, so now let's try to ping our zabbix server. Okay, sorry everyone, this why error like this. I try to start again. So if the switch down like this, let's try to check our zabbix. Here we cannot access our zabbix. Okay, try to see our switch restore and try to refresh. Okay, our switch is up. Why we cannot ping? When I use a ping command and then this switch automatically down. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so now we can ping our zabbix server. So let's check again. Okay. Let's try to release and renew the IP address, whether my Windows client can get IP address or not. Okay, so we don't take time. I try to reboot. Okay, so I try to reboot from here. Okay. Okay, so actually my core switch go down again. Okay, so and window, I try to log in back. Okay, so let's verify our IP address and connection again. Okay, it seems my Windows client cannot get IP address. Okay, anyway, I try to log in with this client. Okay, Ubuntu client here. So let me log in. Okay. Let's open up our browser. Okay, okay, here our server. Okay, admin. Let's try to check our host again. Okay, so now we just add our FortiGate firewall to our okay, we cannot see full Okay. Okay, a little bit difficult because my screen is not fit into it. So now we go back to our core switch. So okay, we have VLAN. We have this IP address. We try to check our SNMP. Okay, now we don't have any SNMP configure. We need to configure SNMP on our core switch. After that, we go and add our host in zabbix. So let's try to log into our core switch. Okay. SNMP server community public RW. Okay, RW SNMP server contact SNMP server community contact, sorry, SN contact SNMP contact. Okay, Kirivann SNMP server location Phnom Penh. Okay, and then done. Right, so SNMP. Okay, so now we have our SNMP. Okay, configure here. Let's try to run again. Okay, interface IP, full gateway, routing, SNMP server, community, public, location, Kirivann. Okay, so now we try to here, host here. We try to go host and then create host name. Okay, host name, core switch. Okay, template network device. Okay, and then Cisco okay, this one Cisco, our switch here is IOU. Okay, we don't have Cisco ASA catalyst iOS by SNMP. Okay, so we try to connect using this template. Actually we can find the right template for our Cisco. So anyway, we try to add in with this template. We select, okay, and then host group. Okay, host group here we add in our Cisco switch, and because it is the core switch, I also add in the core network as well. Okay, and then here interface using SNMP, and then IP address 192.168.200.254, version 1, community, macro here, community, public. Okay, let me check. Public. Okay, so let's try to add. We go back to host here. Okay, so now we can see that this is our core switch that we just add in for our zabbix server monitoring. We try to refresh. Okay, so now our core switch can add in successfully in our zabbix. Now it show the green here, and it will update all the information here. Okay, so I'm not sure whether this template, let's go back to here, host. So I'm not sure whether whether this template can get all the information or not. So let's wait for a moment. Our zabbix server try to get the information from our core switch. Okay, so now it can detect some item and graph as well. So let's go to the graph and see what is. Okay, now it can detect all the interface. Let me select this one. This is the interface that our zabbix can detect. Okay, it means that we can use this template. Okay, so good. So now we can add our core switch. I try to add one more switch here, switch 1. So let's check our switch 1 here. Okay, okay, my switch 1 have problem. Let's try to restart switch 1. Okay, now my switch 1 is starting up. Okay, switch 1. So IP interface brief. Okay, VLAN 200.2. Okay, so run. Okay, interface 123, interface VLAN 200, gateway. Gateway for our core switch here. Gateway, I use this IP address of core switch here. Okay, so for core switch here, I use gateway of FortiGate firewall. Okay, so this is the default route. Okay, and then we check SNMP. SNMP not yet configured, so let's try to ping our zabbix server. Okay, so every time I try to ping zabbix using switch directly, my core switch always go down. I don't know why. Okay, so let's try again. Core switch. Okay, now my core switch is up. Okay, so if like that, I want to check from server. So I try to ping. This is our zabbix server. I try to ping our core switch. Okay, I try to ping our access switch. Okay, also can ping. It means that now it is working well. We can go back to our access switch here. We try to configure SNMP server community public or W. SNMP server contact, my name, SNMP server, location, we are in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Okay, so SNMP. Okay, now we have our SNMP enabled, and then we run. Okay, here. Okay, we go back to our Okay, just now we have one problem. Warning. What is the warning? Okay, because just now our code switch suddenly go down. That's why this is the zabbix. It will show the alert to us code switch has restart. Okay, we can click on update here, update problem. So call switch auto shut down when using pin command. Okay, update. Okay, so after the zabbix have detect something, as you can see now, it show us the problem like this, and you click on it. You need to take some action to look into the code switch. Okay, everyone, so anyway, you can see that we have add two hosts, fortigate and code switch, and we try to add another switch, but suddenly we have some issue like this. I hope you get some point that we can understand how our zabbix can monitor our network when you have a big network, so you can get all the information immediately that zabbix can detect. Okay, so I want to stop this video here. The next video we will continue to add our server in our zabbix. Okay, so we still have another Windows server here to add in for monitoring in our zabbix server. Okay, so thank you very much everyone that watching my video till the end. Thank you.